Mondays to Fridays, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. in the newsroom. You can't afford to miss it.
One of the steps taken by President Bola Tinubu to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal, which has resulted in continuous increase of the price of premium metal spirit in Nigeria, is to increase the minimum wage earned by workers. The organized labor and the federal government had to go on for weeks and for months negotiating, because the NLC actually put forward 250,000 minimum wage, but this is what the federal government said it could not afford. So after weeks and months of deliberations and argument, the federal government agreed with the NLC to put the minimum wage at 70,000 naira, and then it was left for each state of the federation to go back home to have meetings, discussion, deliberation with their various NLC. So there are states who have come out to tell the workers how much they will want to pay, and lo and behold, the governor of Osun came out yesterday that it too is ready to pay 75,000 naira minimum wage for workers in Osun. You're welcome to in the newsroom on OSBC television. Or do you want to introduce your Chris Manuel? How quickly about to define our own welcome?
Let's get to the end.
Okay, yeah, thank you. 75,000 naira minimum wage. How did you receive the news?
Yes, it was a heartwarming news because it's long overdue, no doubt about it, and the workers in Osun State have been looking forward to that. Some have speculated that the governor is trying to wait for the declaration when he will be celebrating his second year in office as the governor of Osun State, and the news came yesterday. Yes, going by your introduction, various states have been discussing with their governors on what
various chapters of NLC,
and one thing that has been sacrosanct is the fact that no state would pay anything less than 70,000.
Yeah.
Agreed upon by the federal government, and so far so good. No state has ever come out to say we cannot pay. You understand?
So Osun shouldn't have been the one to be left out.
And don't forget that NSC released a statement last week or about 2 weeks ago that at the end of
this month,
that any state that fails to, announce that the workers in those states
should put on strike,
on indefinite strike. So I say kudos to the governor of Osun State. 75,000 naira is a good one. I think that's what Edo is paying to.
And some states are paying less than that, some states are paying more than that.
And, but what we are looking at is, okay, how favorable will the table be? And workers have been talking about that. But two things I would want us to look at. First and foremost, we have hosted the NLC chairman here on our channel,
programs, yes.
and the TUC chairman in Osun State. And they have promised that Osun workers will be very, very happy with the table they will be bringing forth. That's number one. Then don't forget that when the issue of discussion on minimum wage came up, Osun State Governor was part of the committee set up
by the federal government.
And he has been part and parcel of the whole process from the long-go. So we want to believe that. And looking at the angle that this particular government have been workers friendly, you understand? Definitely I know they wouldn't want to disappoint the workers in Osun.
So, thank you. Today, and in addition to that, not up to a week or so ago, the state government released another half salary, arrears.
That was just last week.
Last week, that was less than a week ago, released another, half salary, and that is telling the workers that no, don't just think and say that I am worker friendly. I will put it into what? Into practice. Only that we just had a rumor yesterday that the governor had paid another half salary, and everybody was putting come through. Today, after receiving your last no. If the half salary will be paid, we will know that because the head of service will come.
But we have an arrangement already. The governor has told us how
he pays. That is it.
And he has been, religious about it. Which is a very, very good hallmark of a good leader. You understand?
You say it,
when
you do it.
That's walking the talk. You understand? And gradually, he's offsetting all these
arrears.
Gradually. And that's commitment on the part of Mr. Governor. Really? Because if you say, I'm going to do it, and you are committed to it and you are doing it, the people will be very happy. The workers definitely are happy with this government, except we want to deceive ourselves.
No. Nothing could be further from the truth. And another question people have been talking about is someone saying, okay, the governor will receive the first new minimum wage salary by the end of this month. And some might say maybe it could be December. Some are saying, okay, let's wait till tomorrow or Friday when the table will do what will come out.
So the table will actually determine
when we will receive the first
payment.
Exactly. So kudos to the Governor Adeleke, and the federal government has already said that the minimum wage will be reviewed every 3 years.
Yes.
So it is not going to be a thing that will be restricted to boost and not alone. So whenever it leaves every 3 years.
It has become a law.
A law, that is it.
Because it has been presented before the National Assembly
and it has been
passed.
It has undergone all the thorough process.
And the president has assented to it. So it has become a law.
So by year 2027, we have another review. By year 2030, we have another review. And goes on like that. So there is no way, and Governor Adeleke has told workers also that we should up our service delivery to justify the new minimum wage.
Sure, even though going by your introduction, see how many times the federal government has increased the price of
PMS.
That is it. You understand? Which has affected so many
things.
And even talking about the states paying even over 80,000. It's just too infinitesimal. When you look at the quantum of challenges people have generally, but at least a bird in hand
is better than the two in the bush.
So that's just the consolation the people have. It's not that there's any big deal about the money, you understand, but at least we have a respite.
It is better than none.
Yes, we have a respite that in the next 3 years
we have another review. That is it. And we have to make it known to people at home, especially our Yoruba programmers. Don't let them think that 75,000 will be the addition to each worker.
No.
That one is very, very important.
Very, very important. Because because that's why we are talking about the table.
Minimum wage is 75. It doesn't mean that if I am currently earning 200,000, so my salary will just jump to 275,000. That is nothing. Minimum wage is the remuneration for workers of the lowest cadre, like level 1, level 2, and the higher we go.
I think 1 to 6.
Probably, and then so as the level goes up, the table will not be so much favorable to workers on levels. But after all, like you rightly said, a bird in hand is worth more than two, in the bush. And then from there we go to local government autonomy. People have commended, President for that. And what past president, we had the fear to tread. He had actually taken upon himself that local government must stand on their own as the third tier of what? Of the government. Okay, so we know if drug seal road in my area is bad, I shouldn't be shouting, Governor Adeleke is not doing things. If something is affected, if it's affecting my community, I should know where to do what, where to go. And I think that is the way things used to be run. We have to go to our local government, we have to go to our councillors. Okay, when you get to the government tomorrow, make it known that we need this in our area. So that one has now been passed into law, and the white paper has been released that, okay, local governments in Nigeria now have full autonomy, financial autonomy and administrative autonomy.
Okay, before we even go to the latest development, let's take a retrospective look at what has transpired in the past. You know, the local government workers actually abused the power
given to them.
Then, you understand? And that's why we found ourselves where we are today. You know, politicians actually capitalized on their frivolities to deal with the third year of government at that point in time. But I think, you know, we should commend President Tinubu for his boldness, for his ability to walk the talk, because this is what we've been talking about for so many years. And just like you have rightly said, many presidents in the past
feared to tread that path.
You understand? And don't forget, Tinubu is being accused of so many things now. But when you critically look at those things, you know that it's for the benefit
of everybody.
Of the people.
We just have to make some sacrifice.
For instance, look at the tax
reform bill.
Reform bill.
Exactly.
See the kind of agitation,
especially from the north,
that it has been generating.
But the man stood his ground.
Okay, we are talking about VAT.
Yes.
See how much they generate via that, you know, on alcohol, on so many things. And these are things you don't even allow in the north. Yet you are taking the largest
job.
You know, so we need, you must eat as much as you contribute. This is what this new law is saying. You understand? And some people may not like it, but it's for the benefit of everybody. If the South people, you do exploration on their land, you know, degradation is there, and what we are using to, you know, all the wheels of Nigeria today is the oil. And they cannot even, you know, benefit so much. Don't forget, under this government, there has been creation of Southwest Development Commission.
That is done.
You know, a lot. They have done that of, we used to have only South. Now other regions, even the north.
They have put their own in place as well.
You know, these are some of the areas where development can come. You understand? Then, while we are commending President Tinubu, you know, our people should know that when you have all these things in place, you must manage them well.
Very, very well.
You understand? Because the usual problem in Nigeria is that uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. And if you look at the trajectory, you know that it has always been, our president is not doing well. President is not doing well. Not everything on the president.
Not at all.
You understand? So I am praying that as soon as the white paper, you know, comes out, let the needful be done. You know, they have been putting, you know, machinery in motion on how the, you know, what's it called? Autonomy. We take a full, you know,
we kick off fully.
You know.
And then you said something I like, that we must, even as newsmen, we must let people understand how government runs. Just say that not everything could be put at the doorstep of the president.
Of the president,
So
no.
I was just going through on social media, and somebody was saying a governor in the north gave out 1.25 billion naira, 1.25 billion to repair 15 boreholes.
In the north.
Even if you want to sunk new 100 boreholes,
Even in the desert.
in the desert, and now to repair 15 boreholes, 1.5 billion. And all of us will be shouting, it's the president,
Yes.
it's the president.
Yes. Yes.
And then you see a state that we're telling you they are spending almost 18 billion, 20 billion to feed school children. What to come out? I mean, in a state that doesn't have.
Have you forgotten even during COVID?
COVID, yes, COVID-19 too. Well, how much
Even when the schools were not in session?
are not essential, and you are saying you are feeding school, you are feeding the school children
From home.
from home. You can imagine how much federal government is given to some states to manage erosion and environmental hazards.
What about
Ecological funds.
Yes.
And people are not asking questions. I can recollect here in Osun State. I grew up in Osogbo here. I know some roads, some Tromsi roads, constructed by local government chairmen in those days.
In those days?
The roads are still standing there till today.
Yes.
That is it.
Yes.
You cannot forget to include some roads constructed by the former chairman of Oron local government, now a commissioner. I cannot forget in a hurry some of the roads constructed by another local government chairman of the Osogbo who reside at Okaipe area, even without mentioning name. No, that is it.
Yes.
That is why must we blame Governor Adeleke for everything?
But I think the corrections are going to be made now.
Exactly.
You understand? But those at the grassroots level, those in the local government, should be up and doing.
Up and doing.
And you don't just throw money at them. The federal government should know that. There should be a process whereby you monitor all these funds.
You're very correct.
Because if you don't monitor, it will go into the wrong hands. And we come back here to complain about what we've been complaining about in the past. So close monitoring is very, very key.
And governors too should be monitoring them.
Of course.
Exactly.
That
Otherwise,
is why we have
everything
all
will
these
bounce back to the
out-and-graft
governors'
agencies. Let them do their work.
That is it.
Let them do their work. Let them monitor. So if those people at the grassroots know that some people are watching, some people will ask questions, then let the people too own those contracts. Let them own the project. They are constructing a road in your area. Ṣebí ìjọba ló ń ṣe. Kí ló kàn mí ńbẹ̀? And you see them
Everybody.
using substandard materials.
And we cannot talk.
So
You cannot
you have to
talk.
blow the whistle. Failure to blow the whistle, you are
We are
going
the worst
to
for it.
Of course. So this is why because it's our collective responsibility to monitor, to see that what they are doing is right. You understand? It is not what they are sharing, but it is what they are delivering to us. You understand? If you deliver good roads for the use of the people, we are better for it. If you deliver good hospitals, we are better for it. If you deliver good schools, we are better for it.
Yes,
If
yes.
you deliver good social amenities, we are better for it.
Yes, to the.
So let us own it.
When I was reading the story, I felt, very happy. I could recall those days when we were in primary school, secondary school. We would be coming from school. This sun will be scorching. We have public taps.
Oh,
So
sure.
we just go there,
Where are the taps?
where are the taps? Those are the responsibilities of local government. They are our public toilets, very neat.
But
They are our people.
Tony, there's something I must chip in. For us to have it as we used to have in the past will take some time
How do you mean?
because a lot of things have gone wrong that will need to be corrected.
No, we know we cannot get everything one day.
No, I'm not
But
talking about.
we have to start somewhere.
somewhere. We are starting,
Exactly.
which is very good.
Very good.
I'm just trying to appeal to the people to be patient. That's what I'm trying to say, because it won't just happen overnight.
Overnight, no, it's possible.
But let us monitor closely, ask questions, report. You know, when those in the helms of affairs know that some people are watching and they are reporting, they will sit tight.
We equally want to appeal to politicians too, either from APC or from PDP. Do not just begin to go to the local governments to sit down waiting for the arrival of the local government chairman and be telling them this is the percentage that must go to this, that must go to that. The way it happens.
Where it happens, but how can we rule it out? Well, actually, look at the just concluded election. Look at that woman. Adeleke. You understand? It is not a year that was sharing money. They have their agent. It was not the PDP candidate that was sharing money. They have their agents.
And they must recoup such money.
You know, when they get into the office, even the process that brings them into power should be scrutinized. So that we don't make a jest or a mess of our electoral process. It's very key. You understand? We were discussing here when Adeleke about the record from Mondo. I said, voters apathy, vote buying. Those two major issues have been the bane of our elections.
So those who actually came out to vote were not concerned about who rules them in Ondo, but about how much we are able to.
That's it.
And apathy means not up to 600 people elected a governor for
600,000.
600,000 people, voters elected a governor for the state of more than 4 million population.
And he told us, the analysis he gave us when he got to Ondo was that over 1.7 million people collected their PVCs.
And the PVCs, those who collected, more than 70% of those who collected PVCs, even including you and me, I'm not talking about Tony and Tony, even including most of us are members of the elite, we collected our PVCs not for election.
God bless you. Because I was telling Yemi about that. Are you sure people will come out for this election? He said, no, it's going to be different. Those who
came out to vote are those who actually believe that the cards are merely for voting. But those who believe I can use it when my child wants to register for courses in school,
I want to use it in the bank,
or to travel out. The elite collect those cards for some other purposes. And we are the ones who criticize the government most. Unfortunately for most of our governors too, we are the people they will invite for town hall meetings and we didn't vote for them.
Oh sure.
We didn't elect them. Those who actually stood in the sun to elect them, they are there in their homes. They cannot even see the governor for the next 4 or 8 years.
But the truth of the matter, those in the political class too,
they know all this.
These people don't have any say. We are going to determine
their fate.
Their fate. That is the situation. Whether you like it or not. Okay, I saw a clip made by Adeleke, younger brother. You know, there was a time Fauci went to a market, in the state, and he was telling the market women that, okay, the incumbent governor of the state, bow lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Yes, bow lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. You know, Fauci was saying that. You know, so the brother did that video and was like, báyọ̀ ṣe wá sọ́jà, ó ń sọ bow lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. You know, tell me, you know why? Àwọn ọmọ Fáyọ̀ṣe G-Wagon ń gùn. Where are your own children? He will come to you, you know.
Give you money.
Money. It's just mere inducement.
Really?
And you know, those in the political class, that's why I said, they know what they are doing. They know the people are hungry. Give a market woman selling vegetables
10,000.
10,000 or 5,000. 10,000 is too much. She's okay for the day.
We have a lot to do in that.
You understand? So they have created that situation, and they have made it very, very difficult for these, innocent, people to wriggle out.
Well, because of time, the last aspect of that full autonomy is that local government elections will now be conducted by INEC, and we will not be able to discuss
not INEC, not INEC. Don't forget that they have
because we have state independent electoral commission.
Yes,
too. That is it.
No, they are going to create a new electoral, body in all the states of the federation that will take the semblance of the current CX. You understand? But to be controlled
by INEC,
by the federal government.
That is it.
You understand? So that the state governors
will not have absolute power over those bodies.
You understand? So even if you want to come out as an independent candidate,
you are free.
And your people in your area want you to be the chairman of.
Yeah, that is part of the
reform, which is very good.
Room for independent candidacy.
And,
you don't have to belong to any political party. People know you can do
this
it.
man can deliver.
Oh, why not?
This is our face. We can talk to him. He has been part and parcel of our community. When we talk to him, he will listen. And he can deliver good projects to us. You understand? That's the essence of this reform, and I love it.
Well, I too, when I read through it. Well, God bless Nigeria, God bless the president, God bless our various governors, God bless the good people of Nigeria. Nigeria will be great again, if not greater than we have. Oluwatoyin Yusuf is my name. Thank you so much, Obatunde. Join our colleagues tomorrow, 3:30 on in the newsroom. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good evening.
Mondays to Fridays, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. in the newsroom. You can't afford to miss it.
Osun State kó lè dára nígbà tiwa, káyé má bàjẹ́ nígbà tiwa, kókun má wọ̀lú nígbà nígbà tiwa. Kí ọ̀wọ́n dọ̀gbọ̀ lásìkò tiwa. Kí tálákà jẹun kóyó dẹ́mdẹ́m. Iwájú lọ̀pá ẹ̀bí tí ń resí. Oníṣẹ́ ọwọ́ oní àríṣe. Kí gbogbo oníṣòwò kẹrẹ́rẹ́ ọjà